Hey everybody, we just watched a live feed of the OPP moving into Tyinadaga and just thinking about our relatives over there in Haudenosaunee territory. There's been 6 arrests at the Tyinadaga railway, and people had to fall back there. There was a lot of OPP there. We're getting word that there's more OPP at the other railway in that territory down the highway, and as well there's it's escalating in OPP and Ganawage. So we're just listening to what's happening. I hope that people are watching what's happening. These people are standing up for Indigenous rights and Indigenous sovereignty and the protection of their own lands, and in support of our hereditary chiefs. We want to send all our love out to them and encourage people to make sure that we're watching what's happening here. The RCMP were sent in to raid Wet'suwet'en territory, and they did that for several days on end, and that's why there's been so much resistance and so much support all across the nation, from coast to coast, all across the world, because the state, the RCMP, the OPP, they can't continue to oppress us in this way and to criminalize us in this way for standing up for our rights, for standing up for our land, our water, our people. We all need to stand together. We all need to show Canada and to show the province of BC that we have every right to protect our lands the way that we see fit. Our relatives stand with us, we stand with them, and that's something that can't be broken. Canada has tried for far too many years and has been successful for far too many years to divide us all and conquer us all. And we're here today. The Haudenosaunee people are here today to show Canada that we are not a conquered people, that we'll still stand up, that we still have the strength and the bravery and the commitment to resist the ongoing colonization that we're seeing happening in our territories. Those 6 people that were arrested were surrounded by 3 or 4 times as many OPP, and they stood their ground. They weren't afraid. They didn't go willingly, and it shows the spirit, the kind of spirit and the kind of bravery that our people have, that Indigenous people and our allies have all across from coast to coast. And so as soon as the OPP started moving in and arrests started being made in Tyinadaga, the RCMP drove into Unistoten camp. There was 2 RCMP that came in, and they're surveilling and watching how the Wet'suwet'en are going to respond. The world is watching how everybody's going to respond to this kind of oppression that continues to happen to not only our people, but to the Haudenosaunee people, to the people that are standing their ground in Tyinadaga and Ganawage. And we're sending our love out to them, and we're asking people to watch what's going on and to make sure that they're safe and make sure that they're okay, and to stand up and say that this can't happen anymore. The answer is not to bring in the RCMP. The answer is not to bring in the OPP. The answer is not to bring in the military or to bring in excessive force the way that they've been dealing with our people for hundreds of years. The answer is to sit and actually address the problem. It's not hard. There's just a lack of willingness to. And we've seen that the only way that they're going to try to sit down and have discussions with us is when it hurts their bottom line. That's all that they care about, is money, just profit over people, profit over Indigenous people, profit over Indigenous lives. And that is not going to fly anymore. That's not the way that we're going to leave the world for our children. And that's not the way that we're going to stand and live in this world where Indigenous peoples have rights and responsibilities over our lands and over our nations and over our future generations. Awatsa, Masai. Our love goes out to all our people that were arrested today, all the people standing in solidarity that have been arrested every day since this whole fight began. We love you and we see you, and keep fighting. Keep fighting.